Hello guys, and welcome to this new video. This one will be my last video about the Vindicator for War vs World, for the DPS Vindicator for now. And this will be a live commentary of a previous video of mine. It is a gameplay of the Vindicator, and I will be commenting this live, like I will be watching this with you now, and I will be saying why I pressed that skill instead of another, and the sequence of the skills I pressed, and also the mistakes I made, because everyone makes mistakes, and I do many of them, of course. If you keep watching the video, you will see. So let's get into it. I put the speed of the video to half instead of full, so I can comment better and see every skill pressed at the right time. Let's get into it. Okay, here it is a very interesting clip because I have basically, this is an ideal situation because you have your enemy outside and you are ready here. You stack your might, you stack your swiftness, you stack every boon you can from your firebrands, tempest and so on. You go outside and you basically press all the damage skills, but pressing everything is not enough. You should press everything, but in the correct order at least. So let's see. Here we go outside. I immediately jump because Vindicator has some modifiers on your damage after you jump. If I recall, it's like 15% more damage if your endurance is not full, or maybe 10%, and even 10 more percent or maybe 15 more percent if you just dodged. So the first thing you should do when joining a fight is dodging, so you get like 20 or 25% damage boost only for pressing a dodge skill. Then, as you see, I have activated the Vengeful Hammers, since it makes the spinning hammers around you, damaging every enemy and also giving you some damage reduction on you. And this is one of the best skills of the Revenant for melee, because it hits everyone, and it's basically almost doesn't cost nothing on the energy level. So let's see. Now I press the skill 5 from the Greatsword, which is a huge spam of AoEs around you, and it's one of the best burst skill in the game, if not the best. Like, it hits basically everyone and deals huge damage. Remember to not cancel the cast of this skill, because it will only proc some more, it will only proc less AoEs. The lowest the cast time, the lowest amount of AoEs you will spawn. So always remember to cast it fully, never interrupt the cast. Let's keep going. Then I pressed the skill 2, which is another huge AoE in front of you, which is also has a low cooldown and is a nice damage. It's not very ranged, it's kinda melee, like I think it's 360 in front of you, maybe even less, but still it has low cooldown and big damage, and very easy to hit when in a melee situation like this. Then I dodge back because things were getting hot, and also maybe the commander was calling to go back. I don't have the voice records of this fight. Let's see what do we do. Also keep in mind that the dodge refreshed my boons, of which I spoke earlier. Then I go back. I still melee. I pressed the skill 4, which is a huge block for like 2 or 3 seconds, if I recall. And the more blocks you get, the more damage the subsequent hit will deal. And the maximum stacks are 5, so you block 5 attacks and then you should press 4. And also it's huge to survive. It's a huge skill to survive. As you see, I took 0 damage while walking inside the enemy blob. Let's see. Now I press the skill 4, which deals damage. I dodge again, this time to survive. And now I swapped the legend. Now I pressed that skill, which I don't recall the name right now, but still it's a huge AoE, which low cooldown, super low cooldown. Then I pressed the Hammer Revenant 3, which gives me evade during the cast and also as a ranged skill, huge damage from the Revenant. Then the skill 2, which is another ranged, the Coalescence of Ruin. I dodge again into the enemies. to get closer to the commander, because I kinda lost my position there. I was greedy. I pressed the skill from the legend, from the Vindicator legend again. Dodge again. Here I have nothing left basically, but I still want to help my team, so I press the skill 5, which is a slow casting CC, which I recommend using when the enemy probably has no more stability, since hopefully it was corrupted by the Scourges or the Spellbreakers. So I press the skill 5, which deals 0 damage, but it's a big CC. Then let's see what happens. I heal myself with the skill 2. I pressed again the Q skill. Now Coalescence of Ruin, the skill 2 from the hammer. Then I swap back to the dwarf and I press the rod, which is another ranged skill. Since now I am ranged, I would recommend staying on the hammer, of course. And you can swap from dwarf to the legendary Vindicator stance if you need more damage for the skill which I have tied on the button Q. Then skill 3 again. Now I go a bit greedy and go melee with the greatsword. The commander, I think, called to go back. Here I just run back. I dodge again. As you see, I dodged because I didn't have the buff anymore from the dodges. I dodged because probably the commander called to go back and do damage. So I use this dodge to buff my next skills. I think now I will swap to hammer. I think, I'm not sure. Let's see. Not yet. Dodge again. And now hammer. Skill 2. Skill 3. Dwarf Rod, which I wasted it. But the enemy keeps running. So the fight here is over, I think. Okay, this is another fight here. Let's see. We drop down. I activated the Vengeful Hammers instantly. I didn't dodge, which is a mistake, so I should have dodged and then pressed the skill 3 for like 20% more damage. Dwarf Rod. I swap legend. I press the skill on the utilities for the damage, then the Coalescence of Ruin. Eternity's Requiem, which is the skill 5. I'm almost dead here. I keep dodging. My party keeps me alive very well. Very good heals there. Skill 2. Again, I can spam that skill on the utilities. Skill 4 to block, and I activate it but miss it. Basically, I missed the final hit. Okay. Dodge again. Utility again. As you see, you can spam that utility for a lot of damage, and it's like super low cooldown and big damage on the legendary Vindicator stance. Then here, skill 2 useless, I'm ranged. Okay, I swap to hammer, skill 2, skill 3 again. Here I was CC'd, but they stun break me. I swap to dwarf, I press the rod from the dwarf legend. I dodge on them. Here I should have, no, basically no, nothing. I keep staying on hammer because the most of them are ranged still. Skill 2, Coalescence of Ruin. I activated the Vengeful Hammers to finish the downed corpse on us. Okay. I deactivated the hammers because I needed some energy. I activated them again. Skill 3. Even if it wasn't the best choice, since the commander was running back and I am stuck behind because the skill 3 locks me in place. Then I swap to Greatsword, skill 2. Then I use my healing skill. Again, the utility from the Vindicator. Sorry guys, I don't remember the name right now, but it's okay, you can see it. The skill on the X now. Then skill 5, skill 4 for the blocks, but everyone is dead, so basically it's kinda useless. Let's see one more clip now. This one was a tough one, I was almost dying. So the enemy is there. I dodge on them. No, this wasn't the right clip, sorry. Let's see this one. This one was a tough fight. It starts here. Okay, I used the dwarf rod, the skill 2 and 3 from the hammer. I keep out attacking because I have nothing left. I couldn't even swap the legend, as you see, it's on cooldown, and the greatsword has no ranged options, so I will keep staying on the hammer. I heal myself. Skill 2, a bit wasted, maybe not. Skill 3, I didn't activate the vengeful hammers, even if I should have. Now I dodge on them. I dodge again to go behind and avoid every damage, basically. I use the skill dwarf rod. I swap legend because on the dwarf I had nothing left to use. I use the utility skill for the damage, then Coalescence of Ruin, which is the skill 2. Skill 5, I horribly failed it because I had no stability or I was corrupted, so the skill 5, which is a huge part of my damage, was failed and didn't cast. Then from here I jump again for the dodge, I mean. Skill 4 to block them. And now I deliver the final hit, as you saw. Wow, like 18,000. Skill 4. And here it is. Like some guy was hit for like 29,000. The others 8k and 12k. Huge damage for this skill. I recommend using it. Also it gives you nice survivability. Here I dodged on them, I'm a melee, I swapped to the dwarf and I activated the vengeful hammers to do damage on melee. I swap back to hammer since I need to run back. I have no more dodges, so I run back and stay with the commander, hopefully. Skill 2, skill 3 from hammer, dodge back again to close the gap from my commander. I keep out attacking because I have nothing left. I should swap legends at this point. I should have already swapped. I am losing damage. Okay, dwarf rod again. I deactivated the hammers because I had no more energy. I swapped to greatsword for melee, nice move. But still I didn't swap to the other legend, which I should have. Okay, now I swapped to hit, but the enemy is too far, I think, to hit. And this clip, I think, is over. The fight was lost here. Okay, I think I covered a big part of the Revenant of the Vindicator here. How to do damage, what to prioritize first, what to press and why. And there would be more clips, but I think I would repeat always the same stuff. So keep in mind that everyone can do mistakes. As you saw, I also criticized myself in this video. And if you like this, and if you want more videos of like this, like commentary of all the videos or new also gameplays, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you a lot and see you on the next video.